Jesus. Ah, ah, my guy, wait. She you know they see Dembele. Wait, she you know they see Dembele new card. You know, and must be Dembele get blue color.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would... Oh, what? And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. Fermin. Ronaldinho. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. This is a promising build-up. It's a good spell of possession, this. Fermin. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Can he get on the end of this? Fermin showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Batistuta!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Batistuta. He's dealt with that really well. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cross needs to be good. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Still goalless. Isidore, now it's Lopez. And it's Gerrard. And here's Batistuta. Gerrard. Ronaldinho. Puskás. Rodri cuts it out. Now it's Batistuta. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Ronaldinho. Fermin. Approaching the half-hour mark. And here's Batistuta. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's intervened well there. Gerrard. And he goes cross-field. And Gvardiol. Lopez. Seedorf. Van Basten. Now it's Batistuta, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Out of play for a goal kick. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Seedorf. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Edmilson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Lopez. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Fermin. Now it's Batistuta. That is good strength. Oh, that was vital. Seedorf. Now it's Van Basten. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way. Chance, surely! He's scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Silvestre. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great defending, strong and determined. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Backward it goes.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Lovely. Now and Puskás! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Lopez. Cruyff. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's Ronaldinho. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Puskás. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Camavinga. Now this could be a chance. Cruyff. That's good running with the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need...
Gerrard! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Batistuta is having a shot! And there's a goal! AC Milan are all square. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only...
Good effort from distance. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Gerrard. Out for a throw. Ronaldinho showing good feet. And there's the shot! No, not quite.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Alexander-Arnold. That has not gone well. Seedorf. Van Basten. Ronaldinho has the space to scheme. Big chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Gerrard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Ronaldo. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fermin. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And here's Batistuta. Good ball, good take.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Pete.
He'll try from distance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van Dijk makes the interception. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Referee's given a throw. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Van Dijk. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Yamal. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He is through here. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Quarto uomo indica
Now it's
2
Drogba.
minuti di recupero.
And it's Beckham. Simeone. Gerrard. It's a pretty loose pass. That's it! There will be time for no more. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Vitinha. Vitinha! Brilliant by Vitinha!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And Messi! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Conte, and that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Puskas, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's a fine interception. Panucci. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Manchester are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by...
Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! He really is something! About as smooth as it gets. And that is goal number 20. A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. He's shifting through the gears here. Pinches it off him. Jordan Henderson.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Eto'o. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now that's well seen too.
There they go, hunting again.
Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Van Basten. Ferdinand charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cruyff. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He'll try from distance! That's very neat. Ball in towards the middle. Now it's Puskas. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread it left. Ronaldinho.
That was lovely, that.
Lovely feet. Here's a chance! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now.
Good back on the first 45 minutes.
Manchester have been pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Vitinha. He's having a hit! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Now it's Puskas. Cruyff. He's found a way through. Oh, good! Oh, off the bar! And he's taking no chances there. No, he's not getting past him there. Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Kante. Looking for options for movement. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's having a go! That is decidedly lacking.
Borussia Dortmund certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Henderson. And here's Messi. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Vitinha with the short one. Now it's Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Messi. Goes for a shot! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Van Basten being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that is expertly dealt with. Vitinha. And here's Messi. And the shot!
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 21, Dembele.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Ito.
Puskás,
Number 13,
that's been intercepted.
Conte.
That was well played,
Number
well stopped.
17,
And here's Raul.
Vitinha.
Xavi.
Number 6,
Xavi!
Messi.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Number 20.
Oh, what has happened here?
Saviola.
Saviola
Number
stood his
4,
ground strongly.
Mohamed Salah.
Saviola.
Number 10, Iniesta.
Iniesta.
Number 18,
Oh, this looks sharp.
Xavi.
Puskás.
Number 5, Raul.
It's Ronaldinho.
Substitution.
Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. Panucci is the team's great visionary. Van Bronckhorst. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Xavi. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Panucci. Looking for the run. And this is Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! And how did he not put that away?
Mohamed Salah fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not...
Tries one from range! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Costa Curta ventures forward. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or cake.
Beckham! And that's in! And the comeback is complete!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
85 minutes is number
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this one off with comparison. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
He's going for goal! Oh, it's a dumping hit. All hands on deck for this one. They've played it short. That's a throw. Oh, sweet feet.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mohamed Salah. He won't be happy with that one. They have held on just. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And we come to you
Beckham
now with a
taking
quick
in the
request
accolades,
for
having been
support
named
for
man
our
of the
World
match,
Charity
and
Fund.
deservedly so. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Manchester really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result, and congratulations to them.
My thanks to Jim.